What's up, guys? Hello and welcome to the next educational series. Just to iterate something really quick, I have been very delayed with this. I wanted to do this like 2 months ago, and I announced it like 1 month ago, and I haven't done it since. I'm not going to go into why that didn't happen. There was a lot of reasons, and I just didn't want to bring up another excuse, so I just said fuck it, and I put it on hold. Either way, I've gotten a lot better since I announced it. When I announced it, I was Ancient 4, I think. And I was playing very good, but I wasn't really climbing. Since then, more so in the last 3 weeks, I've gained 600 MMR, and I'm now Divine Free, so I'm finally climbing and getting in there. The game is more fluent, I'm starting to think less, and it's more natural to me, which is great, which means that, of course, that we're improving. I'm by no means saying that I'm amazing now, just saying that I'm getting better, and I can feel it too, which is awesome. So I think this is a perfect timing. So the entire purpose on my YouTube schedule, if you watch that video, was that I'm going to be releasing 2 educationals per week, but not in the same stretch as in Han. Like in Han, I released this really in-depth educational where I pretty much knew everything, and I said you should do this, you should do that, with 100% confidence. I haven't played enough Dota yet. I think I've played 670 hours, which is really nothing compared to my way of more than 10,000 in Han. So in this game, I am instead going to, sorry, in the Dota educationals, I'm going to be saying what I believe is the best for the moment. So what I mean by that is that this is what I think is the best right now, but it might change in the next week. Which is also why we're doing 2 educationals per week instead of 1, because, you know, because I'm not as good as I am in Han, my opinion might change for the next week. So either way, this is Skywrath Mage. Right now, I would say my 3 best heroes by far is Skywrath, Pugna, and Ember. Ember being the clear winner, and my absolute favorite hero as well. So obviously, the next hero that's going to be coming up here is most likely going to be, well, the 2 next heroes will be Ember and Pugna, because it is by far my best heroes. Oh, fuck. So either way, I've been talking now since this is the first educational in Dota. I had to talk more, of course. Fuck me. I've been missing a bunch of losses here talking. Bad Zlapped. Oops. Okay, so let me just not fuck up more losses here, and then we'll start talking about what this hero is. Probably gonna die here. Yeah. Okay, so this hero's #1 ability. I fucked up here on the last hits before because I was talking too much. This hero's abilities is, the first one is Arcane Bolt. So I launched like a slow flying bolt that is a homing missile, which is pretty much undodgeable. It costs very low mana and it's based on your intelligence. And because of that, I'm going to be picking up multiple null talismans, which Talisman of Exile in Han. Because it really boosts your damage early game for a very small amount of gold. So I'm going to be picking up null talismans here, or like 3 of them in the beginning, and I'm going to be also going towards an item called Veil. Because we have swapped to Dota now, I'm going to avoid, at least in these videos, talking about too many Han terms. So don't expect like me to go over what every single item is in Han, because at the end of the day, these are Dota educationals, and we don't want to make it a Han video. So either way, this hero completely destroys Invoker mid, so the fact that I died already is completely and utterly stupid. And 100% my own fault for playing bad, so ignore that. If you're playing in this matchup, you should win, not lose. Right, so give me a second here. He's going to be skilling Q and E and maxing out his regen, so the only way for an Invoker to beat Skywrath, basically, is by maxing out his Q and E. His Q increases his health regeneration by a lot, so as you can see right now, he's regening to full pretty much every time I'm harassing him. And the problem is that if I do actually die in lane like I did, I'm kind of fucked. Because if he gets enough levels, and he levels up that Q, he's just going to regen all my harass. Plus the mana battery that he already has, you can see that he has 7 mana battery. So he has 7 mana battery, which means that sorry, 1 second. God damn it. Which means that he can obviously just like regen that up as well. Either way, I managed to outplay him there because Earthshaker is a noob and missed his stun, so we got our triple talismans right there. Okay. Now, once again, Arcane Bolt, first ability, int damage multiplier, and has base damage as well. Lower cooldown the more you level it up. Second of all, concussive shot. Fires a long range shot that slows the enemy target and deals a little bit of damage. The higher you level it up, the lower cooldown and the higher slow. E, Ancient Seal is a silence that increases the magic damage that the person takes, so my abilities do more damage to him. So as you can see, this hero is a massive fucking nuker, like an insane nuker. And that's why like getting many null talismans in the beginning like severely increases your damage output early game. Because every time you get intelligence, you get 1.6 extra damage from your Q, and then along with your E, that increases as well. And booyah, you got yourself a lovely combo. Either way, he's got, as you can see, 12 in his mana battery right now, so he's pretty much gonna be able to survive anything I do to him until I get level 6. Oh crap, missed that. So I gotta be really, really careful here. Probably gonna go Kaya before Veil this game, actually. Yeah, we'll see. I'll get those boots first. And finally, we got my machine gun, which is my ultimate. Basically, you drop a massive machine gun from the sky that like rains down bolts on the ground, deals a fuck ton of damage, but it shares its damage with everything on the ground. So, if for example there is other heroes or other creeps in the way, it will not do its full damage. So you got to make sure that you get the target like solo. If you don't get the target solo, then he's not gonna die. Oh, God damn it. So basically what I want to try to do here is I want to go on him as soon as his creep is out, but he does have 16 mana battery right now. So it will probably be hard regardless to kill him. But I'm gonna, as soon as this thing is gone, I'm gonna try to kill him. Let's see how that works. There we go. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna have to TP home here. I'm gonna get sunstriked. He's up in 7. Okay, nice. So we got a kill up right there. There we go. So you always want to hit the ulti only damages heroes. Oh, you're right. Sorry, I didn't even know. See, this is what I mean. I'm still a noob, even though it's one of my favorite heroes. I didn't even know that. Okay, I retract my statement and I say instead, make sure that the hero is alone and there's not 2 heroes sharing the damage. I had no idea. I've played this hero so much. Are you serious? That's fucking embarrassing. I really thought... I knew you couldn't farm with it, but I thought it still removed... I don't even know what I was thinking.
Killing spree.
I have no fucking clue now. I don't know, I'm pissed now.
Give it here.
Yeah, you can see how fast he's regening up now because he's higher level, so... This is pretty much the point where it's a problem. Hashtag educational, see? In this educational, even I'm learning! This is why it's such good content. No, and this is why it's so important to know that this is not as good as my educational series in Han, because I'm going to be learning as well over time. And it's highly likely that when we're playing a hero that I haven't played too much, I might like change my items or my skill build the following week. And I think it's very important to touch on that. And apparently, I didn't even know that my ulti only worked on heroes, so actually I don't have to give a fuck about creeps. Which I always thought I did. I don't even know how I've been so successful with this hero if I didn't even know that. That's just... Oh god. Okay. Either way, let's ignore that. I'm going Kaya first. So my favorite items of this hero is, of course, a lot of people rush Atos. Atos is an item that puts a target in place for a couple of seconds, which is obviously great for this hero because you want them to take your full damage from your ultimate. However, I do believe that going a Kaya Veil build most of the time is better than going Atos, because Atos is an item on Skywrath that I only pretty much buy against heroes with blinks or that can get away in some sort of aspect, or is very tanky, so I need them to take the full damage. Because trust me, almost every single hero will die to a Kaya Veil, even if you don't have even if you don't have the Atos. I personally think it's a complete waste sometimes to go to Atos because it's a lot of gold, and yeah, it does put them there for 2-3 seconds, but usually carries or other heroes will go a Lincoln, so they will get BKBs, and the Atos ends up being useless. While the Kaya and Veil you can get at the same time as rushing Atos, and it gives assistance to your team, your teammates deal more damage, and you can still kill any hero in the game with a slow from W. Because what a lot of people are forgetting is that the W actually slows a lot, so you're going to be able to get out maybe 80% of your ulti damage without Atos. And to me, that just makes a whole lot more sense than going Atos. However, I do usually go Atos when I'm up against heroes like AM or let's say Queen of Pain, because you might not be able to get into range with your silence in order to actually silence them, and they might be able to get away. So yeah, usually I'll definitely be going Veil and Kaya, but it really depends. If I'm having a struggling game, then I might change it around, and if I'm forced to go more supportive items, then of course Atos is good. Atos is never bad on Skywrath, I would say. I just feel like you get more value out of Kaya and Veil, and you can pretty much kill any hero a lot easier than if you have Atos, because they'll die to your slow anyway. And that's my reasoning anyway for going Veil and Kaya most of the time. Either way, because you go a heavy null talisman build on this hero, you're able to get your Veil really early. I could have finished my Veil already, but I got Kaya already. So, my favorite build on this hero is by far Kaya Veil into Ags. Ags turns you into a complete farming machine. You're able to get your items so incredibly quickly, and if you get like those 3 items alone, you can kill like 2 heroes by yourself. I've been playing so much Skywrath on my stream recently, and I'm sure a lot of people here can attest to how many times I've like solo killed 2 heroes with that build. Because you sneak up behind them, and then you go right in, and you get a double ulti off, and you take out 2 heroes by yourself. And because of your Ags, your abilities spread, and you don't even need your teammates backup. And because of Ags giving you the ability to farm so incredibly quickly, it allows you to get other items even quicker. So it turns into a farming machine and a killing machine, and you get other items quicker. So if you need a sheep, or if you need something else, you're gonna destroy. I really don't see the point of Aetherlings. I like the global concussive shot talent because it gives you, with Ags, it gives you vision on 2 heroes across the map at any time. So basically you see 2 heroes, you press your W, they fly across the map, and you get vision on them, and you can just stalk them, or you get vision to your teammates, whatever the case. So usually I don't get Aetherlings. Maybe that's a mistake. I haven't played around with Aetherlings enough. I mean, I've only played like 20 games of fuck me. I've actually only played like 20 games of Skywrath. So even though it's one of my favorite and best heroes, I haven't played enough with him to play around with all items. Yeah, this axe is looking very good. AM is fine too, though. Actually, JK. He's 5-3, but he doesn't have any items. Yeah, I really need to start ganking somewhere. I've been talking so much, so this is the problem about doing an educational course. It's going to be hard to play as well as if I'm not talking, because I am talking a lot. And when I'm talking a lot, I do mistakes like that first death. That first death was retarded. And like I said, Skywrath by far destroys Invoker in lane. And getting that death was stupid. But it happens, and it's gonna happen when I do educationals. Because I need to focus on telling you guys what to do, and I also need to focus on my gameplay. So don't expect like amazing gameplay when I'm talking. Try 440 build, it's so OP. I know that a lot of Skywraths do go 440 and skip the ultimate at level 6. I do sometimes too. But in this particular game, I do feel like the silence is definitely needed. Against Earthshaker ganking me and against Invoker from going Invis. I have Dust now, of course. But yeah, so yes, you don't have to pick up your ultimate at level 6. I don't do that every game. I did it this game, and I don't have a good enough argument for you when and when not to pick it up for the moment, because I haven't once again experienced played around with it enough. So yeah, I need to play around with it enough to give you a perfect argument for this is when you should get this and this is when you should get something else. And I need more experience to tell you that. So for now, all I can say is that sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. And that's why it's important that we're going to do educational series all the time, because like I said, I'm going to change my opinion all the time. Either way, so we're 4-2-1. This is actually one of my worst Skywrath games recently. We have a pretty bad start. Usually I'll be sitting on Veil, Kaya, and halfway towards Travels or whatever my next item may be. So we are doing a little bit worse than normal, which is 100% fine, because we're still doing great here. Dead? Okay. Alright, that's my veil. Alright. Either way, so when you're playing Skywrath, what is your job? As I said, this is an insane laner. He's gonna win 90% of your lanes when you're going mid with him. And obviously this is a mid Skywrath educational. I'm not... He can either be played as a support or he can be played as a mid. Obviously, he's not really a carry, and as an offlane, I've never seen him play offlane, but I don't know, who the fuck knows. I don't know if he can be played as an offlane. Thank you, Navis, for the 33 viewers of hosting. Appreciate that. Okay, so either way, as you're gonna be a hero that probably is gonna dominate his lane, your one goal, of course, is to take over the game. The worst thing about Skywrath is that he's an incredible snowball hero, and he does really well in lane, but he falls off late game. Someone gets a BKB, you do nothing, unless obviously you have a sheep already, but even so, he does fall off late game. But with the axe build, I feel like you always get enough items to have impact throughout the entire game, which is also why I love the axe build, because if you're able to get items by the time they get BKBs, then it doesn't matter that you're a magic only hero, because you're still able to do stuff. Let me kill this Earthshaker. So yeah, considering you're a snowball hero, considering you're gonna be owning your lane, your number one job is to gank. That's why I love getting early travels. So you actually, not every game, but like half of my games, a little bit less, I do get travels after Veil and Kaya. I'm sure to always TP to counter gank, and then I'm just farming my ags. So yes, I do love rushing my ags, but having early travels in this hero, when you're destroying, is actually a pretty fucking good thing. Oh fuck. Oh, he's still dead. There's my Veil and Kaya, but still. Yeah, so I do love getting early travels, which is what I'm going to do this game as well. It will be perfect for me to gank with my teammates. We do have a Jakiro, and of course we have a Dark Willow. Both heroes that I'm very good at ganking with, so we're going to get an early travels here, and then we're going to be going towards Ags. And as you can see right now, even though I missed my ulti completely, I'm still doing enough damage to take out pretty much, well, anyone. Because they don't have any hero that is incredibly tanky besides the Axe. And yeah, Axe might survive, but I can gank pretty much anyone else. So I got my early travels. They synergize very well with the movement speed talent, but I do get the intelligence talent probably 7 out of 10 games, because extra 8 intelligence is actually like extra 20 damage per arcane bolt, or even more with the Veil and the Kaya. I haven't actually done the math. I have done the math, but not like by the number, just in my head when I'm killing people. And I find the 8 intelligence to be very, very good early. But depending on the game, of course, you might want to consider getting the movement speed talent, and it does synergize it, like I said, very well with your travels. So I think that's totally up to you. I don't think there's a right or wrong. Maybe if you're up against someone like Bristle, it's a guaranteed movement speed talent. And if you're up against some other hero, then you should go intelligence. Either way, when you're dominating and when you're snowballing, getting extra intelligence to ensure your kill is never a bad idea, I think. So, and usually when you play Skywrath, you're not going to lose your lane, regardless of being ganked, because you can pretty much kill anyone before 6 and 100% after 6. So yeah, either way, besides the one death we had early game, we've been playing this game pretty well. Now that I have my travels, of course, I gotta pay close attention to the minimap. I haven't talked about the minimap at all in this game because I've been focused talking to you guys. It's not as easy as Han, where everything just flows for me. So yeah, keep an eye on your minimap, be ready to gank, especially with travels. Right now, I think we want to get the bottom tower, and Earthshaker is here. Assuming they don't have any ward right here, I should be able to kill him. Yes, I will be. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna die. Well, we got him at least. Alright, so the one Arcane Bolt per cast is one I get probably almost every game. Getting lower cooldown on your silence is great against heroes like Queen of Pain, great against heroes like AM. It almost guarantees like a perma silence. And with Atos, you can Atos. So you can silence into Atos, into silence. It's very, very good. It basically puts your silence on like 0 cooldown. Like they're gonna be permanent silenced all the time. So it's good against heroes with blinks, and it's pretty much good all in general. It's a good talent, but I do prefer the Arcane Bolt because, like I said, we're going to be going Ags, which means we have triple Arcane Bolts, which means we farm like a machine. And it's also great in team fights, obviously, when you're really farmed and you're able to shoot 3 Arcane Bolts on multiple heroes. So personally, I do actually prefer the Arcane Bolt probably 90% of the time. Come on, Axe. Oh, Earthshaker is bottom too. I'm not farming this camp though. Thing is, I won't be able to cancel his blink. Unless he's an idiot. Oh well. That's bad. Really bad ulti. Fuck me. He might kill me here. That was a very bad ulti. Does he have pipe? Pretty sure he has pipe. I think I saw the animation, right? No, okay, good. Alright. What are you? I'm 5,100 right now. Yeah, that was a very, very, very bad ultimate. So either way, time to go towards Ags. We are halfway there, and once we get that, we're gonna be farming like a bouse. And we're probably gonna rush a sheep this game. I feel that's very good against Luna. Yeah, well, good against pretty much every... getting a sheep is never bad. That was a terrible way of describing it. I'm here. Alright, so as you can see there, Travels instantly had like so much impact. I'm able to TP top, get a kill on Axe. Now we're starting to hit the base. I'm going to be pushing out mid at the same time. And this is why I love an early Travels. I think it's so good on Skywrath, because your hero doesn't really need to... like, your hero doesn't need to auto-attack. When you have your ultimate up, when you have your spells up, you're going to kill someone like 90% of the time. Traveling to the top lane, bottom lane, wherever it may be, gives you so much mobility, and it's a perfect item to get early game. Especially once you have Kaya and Veil, because that gives you enough... bro! Why you do that? Oh, I'm coming. No, fuck. Bro, okay. I'm dead. Probably. No, I'm fine. Alright. So wait, why is he still staying here?
Whoa, mega kill. Uh-oh. Haha, mega kill.
Well done. What's his plan? Is he serious? Well, okay. Wow. This guy's got balls. I'll give him that. Either way, around 22 minutes is usually when I get my Ags, and if you're able to get a lot of ganks off and you're farming at the same time, as you can see, this game I haven't farmed too well. I've pretty much been ganking the whole time, so I haven't really been able to do too much yet. Farm-wise, creep-wise, I'm looking at 109 creep score right now. Usually you want to be around 160. So I've been very bad on farming this game, but which is completely fine. I'm still able to get enough items, but you do want to look around 22 minutes for your Ags. Keep that in mind when you're playing, that a 22-minute timer is pretty fucking good. And whenever you're uncertain about how long your W reaches, you can always just click it, and like you can hover over it and you can see that, oh, okay, so that's how long my range is. Because, like I said, I've only played this hero about 20 games still, and sometimes I forget, and then I just hover over my W and I check that, oh yeah, okay, that's how far it reaches. Because if you miss your W without an Atos, man, you're not going to kill anyone. Oh, fuck. Yo, Ann, you gonna help me here, bro? Oh, he did. That's worth it. Alright, good job. I'm bad at farming. I average half that creep kills, but 2x that many kills. Oh. You really need an Atos? No, I don't. Yes, I've done a couple of bad ultis this game, but no, that's not because of Atos. That's just me placing them badly. But yes, if you're unfamiliar with the hero and you're not really certain that you can hit them with your 45% slow, by all means go in Atos. Like I said, Atos isn't bad on this hero. You have two options, basically. I would say like 80% of the games where you're owning, you're going to go Veil and Kaya. I think everyone can agree those are the two items that you're going to go regardless, because that allows you to kill people without your ulti, and it allows you to kill anyone with your ulti. And then you have a choice. You can go Atos or you can go Ags. Ags gives you the ability to farm, like for the entirety of the game. Can AM just blink on him? Like, where is he? Okay. Like, so you can choose between having the ability to farm like a maniac, as well as getting like extra, like overall damage out in a team fight, or you can choose a singular target kill. So yes, you can kill a target every time you have the Atos, which you might be able to do anyway. Or you can just get an Ags and farm like a carry and get like a late game Hex or another item. That's basically the two choices that you have. Oh god. You see the double arcane bolt there coming into effect. I was able to get 2 kills there because of the double arcane bolt. Why not both? Sure, you can go Ags into Atos, but I would say Atos is more of an early game item. If you get Atos after your Ags, you're going to get it at like, what, 30 minutes? And by 30 minutes, you could have had a Hex. Or like 32 minutes, you could have had a Hex. So I don't like that for that reason. Like basically, by the time you would get your Atos, you could have almost had like a sheep. And then why would you even get the Atos in the first place? Did buff stun machine Pangolars last time towns were changed? Oh, in what way? I'm gonna TP back and get my Axe. So this is a 4-minute late Axe, I would say. Now, like I said, now you got your double abilities, so this is where you're really gonna be taking off. Now, once you have Veil Kaya and Axe, you can start looking at other items such as Blink, Force Staff, well, Yules, Sheep, whatever you may need. It's completely up to you. Most of the time, I feel like I have a lineup because I don't just randomly pick Skywrath. I feel like I have a lineup good enough to just go towards Sheep straight away without getting the Blink. But sometimes you might want to go to Blink for extra mobility, which is completely and utterly fine. And boom, here we go. Time to have some fun. I love it. Alright, global concussive shot. Like I said, I do prefer this talent for the sole purpose of getting vision. It gives you the ability to get global vision on 2 heroes at all times, and I think that's awesome. I do really like the extra damage from the E as well, but vision is king. Has always been and will always be. And that's why I will, 9 out of 10 games, get the vision talent over over the main Ancient Seal. Look yourself, clicking on my read. Check in a second. Do you go BKB in your 6-slot item? If necessary, yes. Like, BKB is a very good item this game, and I can just take care of 2 or 3 heroes while being in the middle of the fight, but I do believe that I can go a Blink Hex this game without needing to worry too much. I should also be picking up some mana pots. For those of you who come from Han, mana pots in Dota are a lot better. You can use them while being hit by neutral, so you can basically just have them running the entire time while farming, which helps heroes like this that are completely farming with abilities. So yeah, once you get your ags, like I said, it's very important that you farm. You're going to be farming faster than you're killing people. So your goal here is to farm at all times while being ready to travel to the other lane. So try and stay either on the lane or in the jungle. Just ensure you're farming, and then later you can start worrying about running around looking for kills all the time. Because the last thing you want to do is just run around like a headless chicken, not knowing what you're supposed to do. Make sure you're farming at all times. Make sure you have a mana pot running to make your farm even better. And that's like the #1 rule. Just all the time I want to see you spamming Q, spamming Q, spamming Q, getting more farm. I don't ever want to see a Skywrath just sitting there doing nothing. I cannot go for him. Because you're farming so quickly with these items, there's no reason to ever stand still not doing anything. You can farm Ancients, you can farm jungle, you can farm lane, it doesn't matter. Just do not have your Q on cooldown. Alright, let me check Pango now. 20 strat 2 around 25. Well, that's the same as before. What are you talking about? Oh boy. Oh, fuck you, Pango. Well, and cut a little bit. As you can see here, in the last couple minutes that I've had Ags, I'm already up to 3k gold already. So as you can see, if I had my Ags by 22 minutes, as I mentioned earlier, it's the normal time that I get it, I would have had sheep by now. And that's why I mean that why would you ever go Atos once you have these items when you can pretty much just instantly go towards sheep straight away. And that is why, once again, 90% of the time, I'll be advocating for going sheep over Atos. And you want to be spamming your W at all times, because you want to keep permanent vision on the enemies, so make sure you're always, and I mean always, spamming your W as soon as you can see people on the minimap. Unless, obviously, you have a ward on them in the jungle and you don't want to give that away, then be careful. If you have a ward on them and you see two people, wait for your teammates to get close and then use your W to ensure them getting vision of it. And then you can worry later about the ward. What the fuck? Bad vision around here. Go Pango.
Oh boy, killing spree.
I played Zeus, a lot of Zeus. Well, not a lot of Zeus, like 6 games. But that's a lot. And I think Zeus is so fucking stupidly strong, man, that it's ridiculous. Even before this patch. We still haven't gotten a single Rax. This game is by far not over. Oh, that is bad. That was very, very bad. Goku's still alive. Wow. And he's gonna survive too. Max Q right there. That's very, very bad. And now, very important, like I said, like this hero falls off once late game and once they have BKB. So even if I do get hacks, I'm not gonna be able to solo kill every hero in the game. And my point here is that right now it's looking very, very bad for us. I'm going to be W'ing to get vision on the Luna and try and kill him here.
Your top tower's gone.
Oh. He's going to die. No, he's not, because he fucking planted it. God damn it. Ah, 10 HP. I thought I had him. I should have waited for my W, I think. God damn it, man. Fuck. Nah, he might have run away before it. I was just unsure he wouldn't run away. Yeah, so he's probably gonna have a BKB on Luna right now. That's very bad. Once again, for certain Han players, the more kills you have, the more gold you give away in your GPM as well. So I just gave away 1,000 gold to their Luna, which is really freaking bad. Like, really freaking bad. And why didn't he not blink away? Okay, I don't know what this AM is doing besides throwing. We might have actually lost now, I'm not even kidding. We still don't have a single Rax, and they just killed 2 heroes. Wow. Holy crap. That's the thing. So the reason, like I said, we're going to be needing to make a lot of educationals in Dota in the beginning is because I haven't played enough, and those heroes I'm good with, I have such high win rate with that I wouldn't know what to tell you to buy if you're losing. Like, I literally have no idea what to tell you if you're losing, right? So
Double kill. Oh man.
God damn it, man. This is not going well now. Gonna have to buy back here probably.
Radiant lines are fortified. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, we gotta kill Luna there, which is huge, even though I bought back, so that might help us keep us in the game. I mean, I actually kind of threw twice here myself. Well, I didn't throw the first death. That was the ward here in the top lane where Axe took me out with Earthshaker, but the second death was stupid on Luna. Kind of threw the game there a little bit, which was of course my fault, so that's very, very bad. Okay, we'll see if we can do something here. This AM, I'm not, okay, we're doing Rush. This AM hasn't really done much this game though. I'm not looking at it. You got Lucian here after. But yeah, I have not, after those 2 plays there, we're looking kind of bad performance-wise ourselves as well. Could definitely have played this game better. I don't have buyback now, so I can get the item for Hex. And finish my Hex here. Can we get this before we go base? Or you want to go straight away? Okay, coming. Looks like you're losing that. What do you buy? Oh, I'm still sticking to my Hex strategy for sure, but I need a BKB after. I wasn't going to go BKB this game, but I've died a couple times now for not having a BKB and was very greedy not going one, so guaranteed going a BKB now after my Hex. I still believe Hex is the right choice, however, because it gives me the ability to kill most heroes on their team. So I'm not going to get away from the Hex. Oh, wow. Oh, why doesn't he just Q? Oh my god, he could have just Q'd. Okay, so AM actually backdoored the top tower there, but he didn't actually end up getting it. Woo! Why didn't he just Q the Luna there? God. Okay, we're still in the game, boys. Don't worry. Oh man, I need that dust out. Like now. I'll fucking kill myself here. Ugh. Oh my god, I'm so sad. You guys saw how close I was? I could have actually gotten one more Q there. So he Blade Mailed on my... Blade Mail is, of course, one of the best counters against my heroes. It allows me to pretty much kill myself with my abilities. Oh, hello. So I gotta be really careful of killing myself. I was gonna TP out here. Oh wow. Oof, really good Jakiro there. Huge by Jakiro. Really huge. Okay, so you put back to base really quick. I got my Hex now. I will be looking at a BKB next for sure. My AM almost has his Abyssal Blade, so that's huge. He did lose his Aegis though.
At least we're not stuck in court.
The enemy's top barracks are gone.
Gonna be ready here with my W. Yeah, Wing. That should hit him. No, don't kill yourself, for the love of God. This game turned out to be a pretty good game, man. Like, I didn't expect this game to be this long, but I'm actually happy. You guys get to see a little bit of late game Skywrath as well, and you can see that even though I'm way lower than my average farm right now, I'm still... we're still doing really well. There we go, waited for his blade mail, saved my sheep, of course. And it looks like Willow just killed herself for no reason. So we got 2 Raxes here with no tower, so we should be able to take out a tower here. And like I said, make sure I give vision. So Axe gets targeted here. 4 seconds for another one. Pretty good game throwing for 10 minutes. No, I don't mean... Obviously, it's not an amazing game in terms of plays. We've been throwing really badly, myself included, for probably 2 out of my 7 deaths. But at least you get to see late game. That's what I mean. So yeah, I'm looking at BKB, and then I'm going to be replacing my other 2 items with Octarine and potentially Blink. Or I might just skip the Blink altogether, and we'll see. But definitely going Octarine and replacing my my Veil, for sure. But either way, need a BKB first. So BKB and Octarine are my 2 next items. An Octarine core for Hunt players, I'll still talk to you a little bit, is an item that basically allows you to get lifesteal on your spells, but not in the same way as Jadespire. It gives you 25% of damage dealt to enemy heroes is returned to the caster as health, regardless of spell damage type. And then it also reduces all your cooldowns by 25%, so my Q is going to be even faster. It's going to be a 1.5 second cooldown, ulti faster, W faster, and so on. So it's an insane item to get on spellcasters, and for those of you who watch my stream, you can see that I buy Octarine on my Magic Ember pretty much all the time. It's an amazing item, really. Sending vision bottom. Oh, he might be dying here. He did die. Goddamn AM.
Not yet.
That's fine. Okay. Gonna keep farming now. Let's get that BKB.
Let it fall.
Nope, travels from there. Oh crap. Oh, I fucking knew that was bad. Earthshaker's gonna kill us. That's spam on W. Making sure I got it off. Woo. Oh, I just realized this Pango is pure support, man. God damn. Pango is a hero that I love to play, and I've never seen a Pango go these items. It's very interesting. The Pango went like pure and utter support. He has like pipe. He has Guardian Greaves. He's just interesting. Well, another throw. What is the magic build for Ember? My next educational, or my next 2, will be Pugna and Ember probably, because these 3 are my best heroes. So that's probably what you'll be seeing next. And guys, once again, I'm still new to this game. I only have 670 hours, so if you want to flame me in the chat below, by all means, tell me I'm wrong, tell me I could do this better or that better, give me ideas. I'm all for that. I might, sometimes I might do like an educational on Monday, and then next week the same hero, next week the same hero, because I keep learning new stuff. So don't be afraid to, you know, give me shit. Oh god. Oh god. Because AM could have ended this game 50 minutes ago? Yes, it could have. Yeah, like, Pango doesn't have Yules, he doesn't have Jabs. Now he got a Basher, so finally. He's gotten like 0 damage now. Oh god. Oh, here we go. AM, boys. Okay, dude. I'm up in 10. I might get double, like the upgraded travel so I can be with AM when he does his stupid shit, actually, before BKB. But I have buyback now, so I've gotta be careful. But I might actually do upgraded travels first. I don't trust his aim for fucking shit, man. Did he buy back? No, right? No. Right, he did, right?
Give it here.
No. No. Okay. Oh, I love how my Q does 700 damage now. With my veil. Kinda ridiculous.
Dire buildings are fortified.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to go upgrade the travels. Probably. Okay, we're here, ready for the invoker. Oh, oh god. Oh boy, that hurt. Alright, that should be mega creeps. We got our BKB now. One more axe, come on, bro. That Pango's going in, this should definitely be megas. Yeah, still there. And we got Hex coming, so that's megas, 2 kills, this should be the GG. What's tier 2 travel does? Tier 2 travels allows you to TP on your teammates. So if my anti-mage decides to do something retarded, I can TP on his face and help him out.
The enemy's middle racks are down. You've got mega creeps.
Oh, this guy's not toxic at all. Okay, either way guys, once again to reiterate, these educationals will be happening very often. They might change very often, so take them with a grain of salt. Don't take my word for it like you did in Han. Not yet, anyway. Oh. I completely fucked up the order of those spells, but hey. So yeah, do hope you guys learned something from this game. Like I said, Skywrath is a very fun hero to play, a heavy nuker. You could compare him to someone like a Chipper or a Bombardier. Yeah, very fun to play. I recommend him. I do recommend playing him mid as well, but I'm probably going to get shit for that. He's probably played as a support most of the time in the high team. I don't know. Either way, that was a good game. 25 MMR for that. We ended at almost 600 GPM. I don't know what my average is on Skywrath, but it's probably slightly higher. Yeah, either way. Hope you guys enjoyed the insight, and I'll see you all in the next educational. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to join the notification squad to get an instant message every time one of my video uploads, so you can be here as quickly as possible to watch my content. Also, if you would like to support me a little bit extra every month, you can click the Patreon link and maybe subscribe with a couple dollars, completely up to you. Also, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to my channel for more content in the future. Thank you very, very much. See you in the next video.